That is the women of the British and Irish Lions have finally decided to get out of the 19th century and say, hey, women can go play this too. Now, I don't know the level of relevance this is going to be to them because I'm not the biggest fan of the British and Irish Lions team. I don't know if they had the same purpose anymore, but I do feel for the women because they have a pathway that is unique to themselves. I think they have a chance to possibly make this feel unique. And I think the thing that makes it really special for them is the fact that it feels like the Great Britain team for the Olympic 7 side. Like that we only get like once every 4 years, which basically this is also within that same guys. So, if you guys don't know, British and Irish Lions are a combination team that's made up of Great Britain, England, Ireland, and Wales, essentially. Which means, our girl Jasmine Joyce is going to be able to have a chance to play if she's not too busy trying to prep for the Olympics in 2028. Shout out to her because she's getting married. And I know she doesn't know anything about the show, but we're going to have her on at some point in time. Anyways, that's not the point of this story. But the point is, like, for the first time, you're seeing this. And this is something that's been a pinnacle of rugby, especially out of England, for almost 100 years. This was something that back in the day, whenever they had to take boats down to New Zealand and Australia because no individual team was capable of actually beating the Maoris and beating the Australians and beating it was basically just those two because nobody cared about the islands because racism. But like this has been a pinnacle of the European rugby programming, right? So it is a significant deal that they're creating one on the other side for the women. But I do question its relevance. One, because we see England being able to compete against New Zealand, albeit they've lost the last 2 Rugby World Cups to New Zealand in the finals. So it speaks to the volume of the relevance of needing to do a team up. We've seen them play hard in sevens. Like I said, the Great Britain team, has done its damage in the Olympics. Still hadn't beaten New Zealand. I think they've definitely beaten Australia, but hadn't beaten New Zealand. But yeah, this is something that's legit. There's going to be a three test series happening in 2027. And I mean, what more can you go on that? I wanted to know that we're starting to see the development of that women's side, which I've always said becomes the most pinnacle component of rugby. If we don't develop the women's side, like rugby cannot grow the way it needs to be. Like it can't. And I know a lot of people talk about the financials, but yeah, the financials matter. And this is the way to do it because it not only does it increase your audience, but you need the relevance of having the full program getting here rather than just the men's, because the men's right now is pure chaos. Now, the CEO for the British and Irish Lions said, his name is Ben Calvelli. He said, supporting the growth of the women's game is a key strategic priority for the British and Irish Lions, as it is for each of our unions. So the reason why I'm saying that is because right now we have 2025 where the men's British and Irish Lions are about to kick off and do their stint, I think, down in Australia. Owen Farrell's dad, Andy Farrell, just got named the head coach for that one. But on top of that, you're trying to get the balance of, can we get not just a TV rating, but spark like more stars, an all-star team out of that, more people out of the premiership? Does it work for the programming? Does it work for documentation? I'm assuming they're about to make a program from that one. For me, again, I think that the British and Irish Lions seems to be an archaic program, but I don't have a connection to it because from the US. Like, what is it to me? Like, it's there. It seemed like it was a great social program, and it was. But considering how the calendar is, and even now, obviously for the men's side, with the new international calendar that's going to include the tier 1, tier 2 competitions on a year-to-year basis. For the women's side, the WXV tournament, and then obviously now the HSBC sevens rotation. Like, there's a lot happening and a lot of conflict that's going to be going on, and that's not on top of the already professional rugby that goes on basically 10 months out of the year. So I don't exactly know what the outcome is, but I do feel like the women are going to benefit far more from it, and not just from a pandering sense. I actually think they just will benefit more because it's more rugby and more chances to spotlight them. And I hope that, you know, we can be able to create something like that even on the U.S. side, like a North American, South American, what's a bird that works between all of us? Emo. The emo, emu, the emu. All right, that's a fierce bird. Yeah, I think. Or the North American, South American chupacabras. All right, a little bit of Mexico, recognized, bring in South America with a few of the Argentinian, Brazilian, boom, bring in the US, Canada, and the Caribbean. Oh, we need to do that. Oh, we need to do that. I would love to see that. North American, South American side. Let's make that happen. Yo, we got to make that happen. I'm here for that. But I do think that, again, it's a chance to be able to spotlight, and it's another all-star team. And, of course, going against New Zealand, that's always going to be a beast in and of itself. Yo, Abel Rosas going like, oh, yeah, Chupacabras, my boy. You know it. You know it. Let's go. I would love that. I want that to happen. I actually really want that to happen. We really need that to happen because the talent level on this side of the athleticism on this side of the hemisphere is just like redonk. Like I couldn't think that we should be able to go do that. But, you know, we'll see. All right.